but I'm standing here at the Rodeo of the Ozarks Fairgrounds, Parsons Stadium. They're having monster trucks tonight, which is pretty cool, and old Tex Holt, he talked to me. Today we're here at the Parsons Stadium, which is the Rodeo of the Ozarks coming up next week. And this is Mr. Tex Holt. He is the man that sometimes talks more than I do. Sometimes. But he has more interesting stuff to say, I can tell you that, that's for sure. You know, you listen to me sometimes, it's like, yeah, shut up. But anyway, so the Rodeo of the Ozarks is changed. It's not the same as it used to be. It used to be July 4th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Right,
and some people wouldn't be able to show up for it, is that right?
Right. You know, and we've just tried to make it where it's better for the cowboys and the cowgirls. The PRCA has asked us for years, would we consider maybe butting up close to the 4th of July, the weekend or something, so these cowboys and cowgirls on July the 4th, there's 94 other PRCA rodeos that day. So they're trying to hit as many of them as they can on July the 4th. So by us working on the weekend closest to the 4th this year, it'll be June the 29th, June the 30th, July 1 and 2. Then that way these cowboys and cowgirls can go on down to these other rodeos and
earn some more money.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what it's about for these professional cowboys. They have to earn a little bit, but it's also better for you guys.
You betcha.
Because you know who can go on the 3rd. You know, a lot of people still work the 3rd, and especially if you're working at a retail place like Kelly, my wife, she works at Walmart. They're not going to let her take the 4th off unless they just schedule her off on a regular day, because that's a big day. People show up, and so it helps.
Hoping it's better for our ticket buyers, and they can do whatever they want to. Then, like you said, on the 4th, they can do whatever they want to then.
But you know, you guys have other things out here, don't you?
Lots of things, Paul. Lots of things. We're fixing to have the big monster trucks tonight and tomorrow night. So we just had the Demolition Derby a couple of weekends ago.
Demolition Derby. Huh?
Demolition Derby. That's just smack them up. And
you got a lot of women drivers in that these days, don't you?
We only had one this year, but now the women love it. It's crazy. It's just the last car running. I mean, they just try to smack them up. So, but you know, during 365 days out of the year, 140 days, we'll have something going on out here.
And I noticed that as soon as spring started to hit, Tex was coming to these meetings that we do on Thursday morning for the chamber. And as soon as spring started to hit, he was like, well, we got this, we got this, we got this. And I was like, I had no idea that there's that much stuff going on out there, because, you know, Springdale and Fayetteville even, Rogers and Northwest Arkansas, it's a little bit boring at times, especially for me. Somebody comes, you know, I grew up here, as we all know, but I lived in LA, Seattle, Denver, and there was something going on all the time out there. But in Northwest Arkansas, sometimes you're kind of left with nothing to do unless you like nature, and nature's okay. But you know me, I concrete and steel, I'm kind of that kind of monster trucks. Now, how many times have you had the monster trucks out here?
You know, every year, and we'll have them once or twice a year, you know, whatever they want to do.
When it comes to the mutton busting and things for kids and things like that, now that's kind of like your favorite thing.
Oh, I love the mutton busting. The little 4-, 5-, and 6-year-old boys and girls, man, they get dressed up. I mean, they look just like, and we handle them exactly like the big cowboys and cowgirls.
Now, there's a cash prize every night.
Well, what we do, every child receives a trophy, a mutton busting trophy, a little sheep trophy from the Rodeo of the Ozarks.
Now, other than the ticket, the cost of the ticket to get the child in, is there cost to put them in the mutton busting?
Oh, no. I mean, that is free. But I mean, it's first come, first served, so we fill up 30 right quick, and then that's for the little 4-, 5-, and 6-year-olds. That wild goat dressing is for them 7-, 8-, and 9-year-old kids. So we really like to have the kids in the arena. We want them to have a good time here at the rodeo, and a lot of people will show up just to watch these kids, because we start signing them up at 6. The mutton bustings comes in 6:30 to 7. Now we bring those wild goat dressing in.
Now you put everything on them. Do you put clothes, underwear on them?
Oh, well, just they gotta dress them. We're calling it the wild goat dressing, and they gotta put those back 2 feet in the underwear and drag them back across the
Those
line.
are new underwear now,
brand
aren't they? They didn't belong to you, right?
No.
I just wanted to make sure, you know.
Straight from Walmart. You bet.
It's straight from Walmart. That's good. Now, Easton Corbin's also supposed to be here.
Yes, sir. The first night.
On the
29th.
On the 29th, Easton Corbin's going to be up here.
You bet.
And that's like a $45 ticket, guys. If you ever like, if you like country, like Easton Corbin, that's the. But he's now. Does it cost anything to get in to see him?
Well, you just have to buy a rodeo ticket.
You buy the rodeo ticket, and those aren't very much.
No, I mean you can buy from $10 up, you know, on the rodeo ticket, and then you're in.
And if you're not interested in seeing the rodeo and you only want to see Easton Corbin, you buy the ticket and just show up at what, 9?
I'd say 9 o'clock, 9:15, and we're going to have him about 9:30.
Yeah, but the biggest thing is buy the ticket for the rodeo because Springdale doesn't have a whole lot of giant things, and this is one of our biggest events, and it helps the community out because
we hope so.
The rodeo grounds do actually help folks out with things, and you know it's bigger than just. It's bigger than just a big pile of dirt in the field out here. It's a lot more to it than that.
You know, we've been nominated the last 3 years. We have been nominated in the top 5 large outdoor rodeos in the United States.
Top 5 large outdoor rodeos in the United States?
And we're very proud of that.
Excellent. What's the now on the bull riders? They're separate though, aren't they?
Well, it's all part of it. It's all.
Sometimes we see the bull riders come in a week before.
Well, now you're talking about the professional bull riding.
Yeah.
Yes, on July the 9th, then we'll have the big PBR here. And that's just bull riding.
That's just bull riding, but that's professional bull riders. What are they giving away that day?
Well, I mean, first place $10,000.
$10,000 riding the bull. Right. You know what? You'd have to pay me a lot more than that to ride one of those.
I don't want to do that.
Even for a half a second.
Rank bulls.
I think just to get on it would be at least 10 grand because I'm going to be in traction. I know after that.
Quite a while. Yeah, you will be, Paul.
So tonight is the monster trucks.
You betcha. And Friday and Saturday night. You betcha.
Friday and Saturday night. And they're out here fixing the field right now. You hear them behind. They're out here putting it together, and I'm going to need a couple shots of this stuff just so you can see kind of a little bit about it. It's interesting. They got these monster trucks out here with these little bitty wheels because they can't put the big wheels on them. You're running around town, I guess. But you know,
we have to lift the alleyway so they can get these big suckers in here.
How about that? Wow.
You know.
Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate your help.
So I'm sitting here on top of this car that they're going to crush tonight, here at the Parsons Stadium, and you know, it's pretty interesting some of the things that goes on here. There's a lot of great events that are happening out here, and you know, Tex is talking about the mutton busting and the goat dressing, and goat dressing actually makes me kind of hungry, but I think he's talking about the wrong kind of dressing. But anyway, so that's the vlog for today. I mean, we haven't really done anything, so I figured since I'm not doing anything these days, we're going to start going places and covering things around Springdale. Why not, right? Why not? Well, talk to you guys later, and if you know of anything that you might think is interesting, or you're an administrator of anything that's interesting, let me know. I'll go out there and cover it. GlitchCon is coming up in a few weeks. That's going to be not too long from now. I'm going to do their entire video set for them, so that's going to be awesome. So if you're into the GlitchCon stuff, Comic Con kind of thing, look it up. Go to the website. I'll see you there. All right? See you guys.